Hey guys, welcome to Spicy Tales Podcast with Kim and Stacy.
What up?
What up? What up? I feel like we haven't been here in a long time, but it's
Yep.
been 2 weeks.
It's been the regular 2 weeks.
Well, not really, because
Give or take a couple days.
yes. Hopefully you're seeing this out today. If not, out tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, it's been a hiatus.
Yeah.
And that's my fault.
Yes,
I
tell
was
them. Let's catch up on
Yeah, so I have been extremely sick since November 28th.
Oof.
Well, okay, so it started on November 28th with like minor symptoms of like
Mhm.
when I would swallow it would hurt. And then so I was like, okay, it hurts, whatever. So I waited a couple days, and then when it started to get like when it was like persistent, I made an appointment, got an appointment, and I had tonsillitis before.
Mhm.
So it felt like I figured it was the same thing. So got the antibiotics, started the antibiotics. 5 days in, I am still dying, and it's getting worse.
The
And
symptoms are getting worse.
they was literally, and it started on the right side. So like at first it was just like a little bit of like the like white stuff on the like tonsils on
Mhm.
the right,
Mhm.
and then I was taking the antibiotics 5 days later, and it's like spreading to the left. Now it's like massively hurting. Like at first it was just like a little bit of discomfort when I would swallow, but then at this point it's like I can't swallow. Like I'm like drooling almost because I can't swallow. And then so I decide to go to the hospital,
Mhm.
go to Queensway. I get there, it says 7 hours or more in a big sign. And I'm like, let's wait it out. Let's see let's see what happens. So I go in, like I sit down for 45 minutes, and I have not even been triaged at this point. Like
Mm.
no one's even checked my vitals. Okay? Like what if I am dying?
But you weren't making a scene. You have to go in there making a scene.
No, Stacey, there was an old man in front of me that got there right before me,
Mhm.
and his oxygen tank was low. And they never checked his vitals. So if they weren't gonna check his, they weren't gonna check mine. Okay? Like that tank, it was pretty empty, okay? Like and so then I was like, okay, fuck it. Like, let's just go to Carlton Place. So we drive 20 minutes out, we go to Carlton Place. I get in, I'm in and out in 2 hours.
Did it have like a time thing?
No.
No?
I got there was a couple people in front of me, whatever. I went in. The doctor checks my tonsils. She's like, oh yeah, they're inflamed, whatever. Like, we'll give you different types of antibiotics.
Mhm.
Get the antibiotics. Those antibiotics almost took me out.
Mm.
Like, when I tell you they almost took me out, like, I have never been so sick on like antibiotics in my life. Like,
Right,
I
you're supposed
was,
to feel better.
you would think.
Mm.
And I was violently vomiting from like, I guess the irritation, like they upset your stomach. So
Mhm.
like I couldn't keep any food down. I couldn't keep the antibiotics down. So then like it was just getting worse because like they
Right.
weren't
It's not
staying in my
working.
body,
Yeah.
right? So then like 3 days into the new antibiotics, because usually like within 48 hours, like you can kind of start to feel a difference.
Right.
And like I wasn't feeling a difference. And I was like, yeah, we're gonna go back to the hospital. So on Sunday, go back to the hospital. Was it Sunday? Yeah, Sunday. Sunday, go back to the hospital. Um, I get there. There wasn't that many people. I think that time the entire stay was probably like 2.5 hours, like including the time to like run tests and stuff.
Mhm.
So the doctor comes, and he was like, he's the only doctor in all of this who's like, let's do a throat swab. I was like, oh, finally, finally. So he does a throat swab, takes a bunch of blood. They do like I got a IV steroid for like the swelling in my throat.
Nice.
And like, let me tell you that the steroid, like when they put that shit in you, when that bag was done, actually even before the like IV drip was done, like right away I started like sneezing like crazy. I started to get really really hot. Like
Like an allergic reaction?
I don't know. I don't know. They didn't think it was an allergic reaction, and I didn't think anything of it. Like I didn't feel sick or anything, but I was just like I was laying down, and so like my arm is like out with the
Mhm.
needle, whatever, and then like I just like sneezing, like nonstop.
Right.
Like I think I sneezed like 30 times within like
Odd.
it was weird. And then I started to get really really hot, like flustered hot. Like my face was turning red. Like I could like and like I was visibly sweating.
Mhm.
And then so the nurse came back, and I'm like, "Is this normal?" She's like, "Yeah, yeah, it's from the
IV. The
steroid, whatever."
right.
I was like, "Okay." got a bag of antibiotic through the IV, and then that was on Sunday. Monday, they told me to come back on Monday to do another round of IV through like the antibiotics. So they left the what's it called? I don't know what it's called, like the IV drip thingy in my arm, just so that they wouldn't have to repoke me every time.
Interesting.
Which was super annoying because then I couldn't, like, I could bend my arm because it's like a plastic thing, like it's not like
a foreign object there.
Yeah, but like exactly, it's a foreign object, so it felt like uncomfortable, like at night, and like when I sleep at night, I sleep like with my arm, so I couldn't really fold my arm properly, so I was kind of sleeping weird, and then I went back.
And I talked to you on the weekend, and you already sounded way better.
I talked to you on Sunday.
Yeah.
But that was after I had already left the hospital. Or I was at the hospital or something.
I just know you said I have another one IV drip on Monday and then Tuesday.
Yeah. So
but you already you were feeling much better already. So just
that one, like just the one bag of IV on Sunday, like by the end of the drip, by the time my blood work came back, I was already feeling better. Like a lot better. Like I could eat that night. Like I didn't eat a lot there. Like I had like a little bit of food, but I could finally eat. And then Monday I went back for another round. Then yesterday was the last round.
Yeah.
And then it turned out that I had strep. I had an abscess on my right tonsil. Okay, well,
gross.
Thanks. Yeah, it was kind of gross, but you'd think your sister would be supportive, but here we are. And then I also had tonsillitis. So I had like all three, the trifecta of tonsil fucking
throat goat.
Okay, that's disgusting and absolutely not. Please don't say that. My mom listens to this podcast.
She doesn't even know what a throat baby is. What?
Now she's gonna ask. Anyways, so then
So you can finally swallow.
Basically. And then so yesterday was the last round. Still have to do antibiotics for 5 more days, but whatever, it's better. I feel so much better. Even when I went to the hospital on Monday, the nurse is like, "Oh my God, you look so much better."
And they could see
visually have
that white stuff.
Yeah, and I've had tonsil issues for like the last year and a half, year-ish, and like the doctor was yesterday. He was like, "I'm surprised that you have so many issues with your tonsils. Your tonsils are relatively small, like considering like I'm an adult or whatever." Like he's like, "I've seen kids with bigger tonsils than you."
Interesting.
And he's like, and they usually have issues. He's like, "You have really small tonsils. I'm surprised they bother you this much." So it's a big question mark as to what's going to happen. I have to call the ENT.
Or why this happened.
Or why. I asked, and he said there's not really any reason. Like, it just kind of happens.
Now that I think about it, in high school, I remember having like a white thing that I had to remove every so often. So that's interesting but I did not have the symptoms that you had.
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
So yeah, tonsillitis. That shit'll fucking get you.
I know strep. Like high school,
strep.
I heard of strep in high school.
Yeah, the doctor. I was feeling so shitty like the first day. Like I was just so exhausted because like I couldn't sleep because like I'd been throwing up all night and for like days. Like I had been sick for like since the day I started the original antibiotics. Those antibiotics made me sick as well, just not as bad.
Right.
So like I was already like vomiting from those ones as well. And he's like, he thought I had mono, which is why they did blood work, because they thought I had mono, because they're like, it's not
normal. You get mono kissing people?
It's a kissing disease, but I've never had mono, and I do not have mono. The test came back, and the results said it was not mono. It was strep, tonsillitis, and an abscess.
Don't you get strep from kissing people too? No?
I don't think so.
I don't know how you get strep, but sharing shit?
Who knows? I share all the time.
That's true.
I'm always sharing my drinks.
Caring. You're an older sister, so
yeah. Well, I'd share my liver if I needed to. So here we are.
Oh.
Okay, don't get carried away. Don't let your liver get to shit just because I said it.
Well, I'm glad that you're healthy and you're back.
I'm happy to be back.
We get an episode for the people.
Yeah, it's coming out a couple days late, but
it's coming out today. What are you talking about? It's on time.
I mean, okay, fine. It's being recorded later than normal, but
yes. And also, I want to shout out to everyone because we hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Shout out! Woo, woo, woo.
So yeah, thank you guys, and do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Comment if you like the video, and listen to us on Spicy Tales Podcast on
Apple Podcasts,
and Spotify. And follow our TikTok and Instagram at SpicyTalesPodcast. Okay, I do not have a spicy tale. Like, what's new?
That's okay. That was our spicy.
That's the spicy tale. My sister almost died and came back to life.
My near death. I touched the brinks of death, but I'm back. I'm back, baby.
She's back and she's better than ever.
Yeah. What it do, baby?
Oh, I got a new phone. I have an iPhone 15
wow.
Plus. I got it in green for you.
Oh, okay.
So last week, me and my boyfriend Ubered to work, and when I got out the Uber and started walking towards the building, I realized that I didn't have my phone on me. So I thought, oh, I left it in the Uber, so I'm gonna have to get into work, message him on my computer to tell him that it's still in the Uber. He called me through the computer and he called Uber on his phone, and they were like, yeah, I don't see a phone in the car. And I'm like, wow, like this Uber guy really just stole my phone. and then so my boyfriend looks at his phone and he has my location. I don't have his. And he's like, your phone is where we got out of the Uber. So I think it's on the ground. So I walked to where I got off in the Uber and I see it on the ground face down. And as I'm about to walk to it, a truck drives and it like just misses it. And I'm like thinking, well, it's been 20 minutes. I hope no car ran over it. Flip it over.
It's done.
A car definitely ran over it.
Oh, no.
So then I'm like, oh, I guess I'm going to Apple Store today. So after work, we went to the Apple Store. I was going to get the 14, but the 15 Plus was basically the same price as the 14 Plus. So I ended up getting the 15. And for the first time ever, I got Apple Care, because the girl, I was asking her, I'm like, do you think I should get Apple Care? And she's like, well, I mean, if you look at your phone, like Apple Care just sells itself, because clearly something happened. I'm like, okay, fine, whatever, I'll get it. So I got it. That took me out $1,700.
Jesus fucking Christ.
There goes my emergency fund. Dave Ramsey, I'm sorry, I'm back to baby step number 1.
You know what? At least you're back at step 1. It's better to be back at step 1 than not at any step.
I mean, shit, it's just annoying because we have one more paycheck before Christmas, and I'm out of town before I get the next paycheck.
I'm only buying Christmas gifts for the kids,
the children,
and I've already knocked out 8 kids. So I've got like, I think 4 more to buy for.
8 kids? Oh, you're wilding out.
I got 8 of the kids' gifts. I got like the older girls, the teenagers. I got them a big girl gift, you know, like trying to step it up. I mean, they didn't get full size shit because they're 13, 14, and they can ask their mamas. But I got them big girl gifts. I got the kids like a bunch of stuff. Everything's coming in the mail like basically right now.
Wow. So you're organized. You're on time.
Well, I mean, I would have loved to have already done my Christmas shopping like a real adult and be done in July. But here we are.
Damn. Okay. Well, I need to buy stuff this weekend, I guess, because after that I'm leaving. And our mom literally just invited us to a Christmas party at our own house.
She didn't invite us. Our cousin invited us to a Christmas party at our house that we had no idea was happening.
Yeah, me and my mom are not on talking terms right now, so yeah.
Still?
We got in our argument in October. Then Tiff's wedding was in October. Then her birthday was in October. I haven't talked or seen her since. Seen her since, so...
Did not know that you guys were still on the outs.
I get all the updates from my sister.
Through me. Mom's like, so Mom, anything you told me, Stacey knows.
Yeah, just so you know.
Just so you know. She's probably like, that.
And also, it's we just passed our 1-year anniversary. We just started December 8th. It's December 13th.
Wow.
So shouts out to us.
Look at us go.
And Will dealing with us for the past year.
Yeah, poor Will. He's been dealing with our bullshit this whole year. Shout out to Will.
Shout out to Will, literally.
Also, shout out to Alex, Allison, and Taina. Happy birthday.
Oh, and my boyfriend's dad. Happy birthday. His birthday is the same day as Taina.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Happy birthday, guys.
Yeah.
We love you very much.
And condolences to my bestie. Her cat is being put down today.
Yeah,
so R.I.P. Luna.
R.I.P.
Really
Luna.
rough.
We're so sorry.
Really sad. Honestly, this is why I'm never getting a pet, because you get so attached to them. They're literally a family member. I have not known this girl. I've only known this girl with Luna in her life. So it's just so sad to think that at 30, in her 30s, like she's gone.
Yeah, I have a dog, and like I've.
How old is she again? 7?
She's turning 7. Wait. How old is she? Yeah, she's turning
6.
I think she's turning 7.
7.
Or she's turning 8. Something like that. I think she's turning 7 or 8.
Okay, so she's the same age as Diana's youngest cat, Maui. Yeah, it's crazy. You get so attached, and they're there every day, and you give them all the love, and then you go to a vet one day and they break the bad news, and they're very expensive too, because obviously there are times where you have alternative options, but they're so expensive that you're like, hey, I might as well unfortunately put my animal down, because it's like I'm going to extend our life for maybe a year and I'm gonna be out like 10K.
Yeah.
So
yeah, they're not cheap.
They're not.
I always said, like, when it's my dog's time, like, I will never get another pet. I can't.
Yeah.
Even when I see her, like, when something happens to her, like, I'm just like, I can't, like, you can't really function. Like, you're like your baby,
They're your babies.
So
Yeah.
she's my biological dog. Okay.
You pushed her out?
I definitely did.
With who? Who was the father?
Don't worry about that.
Deadbeat.
100%. He's a deadbeat dad. But it's fine. We don't need that. She's fine. She's well taken care of.
Okay, so let's get into pop culture, 'cause I have a bunch of stuff to talk about.
Best topic ever. We gotta update Will on what's going on, you know?
I know, he gets the tea from us. So we'll start with the big one, which is Diddy. He's been getting lawsuit after lawsuit, and he finally broke his silence on Instagram and said, from the Brother Love account,
Ugh,
says,
not Brother Love.
Enough is enough. For the last couple of weeks, I have sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation and my legacy. Sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. Let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged.
Lies.
I will fight for my name, my family, and for the truth. Sean Diddy Combs.
Lies.
Yeah, like, what else are you? It's either you stay silent and then eventually you come out and you deny all allegations. I don't know. Because he posted this after the other lawsuits came. So I hope that he's saying that the new lawsuits are lies and not the Cassie one is a lie, because we all know that that's not a lie. And these new ones are probably not a lie. There's a 17-year-old Jane Doe that has pictures of her when she was 17 at Daddy's home.
Yeah.
Daddy's house.
Sitting up all up on his lap. Like, very inappropriate.
Yeah.
Like, especially, first of all, I'm not saying that it's inappropriate for, like, whatever, but, like, what I am saying is, in the context and the fact that this is a 17-year-old girl. He was
in his 30s.
Okay. It's a 17-year-old girl who you don't know like that, who's not your daughter. Why is she sitting on your lap? You know? You're not a Santa Claus. There's no reason for that.
But I was listening to See the Thing Is podcast, and Mandy was talking about how when she was young, she had a fake ID. Her mom knew she had a fake ID. She would go to the club. She would talk to older men. She would lie about her age. So there is a side where people could say, oh, like, how am I supposed to know how old they are? Like, especially if I meet them in a certain establishment. Like, as a man, it actually is, it's tough because you have your own responsibility. But what if you were drinking too? Like, you're not gonna do background checks on people, on some girl that you just met tonight. But this girl got flown out, so you definitely needed her passport.
Yeah, you knew how old.
So you knew how old. Like, he's a mess, and he's also much older too. Imagine being in your 30s. Like, I'm looking at myself now. I definitely do things completely different, and I'm more responsible now than I was in, like, my early 20s or when I was a teenager. So yeah, if I was drunk at a club and it's like a 19+ club, and I have a fake ID and I'm hitting on like a 26-year-old and I want to sleep with him, that's a completely different situation than P. Diddy, who was already P. Diddy at the time. Like, he knows that he's got money. He knows that people could come after him for all he's got. So he has to do his due diligence. And yeah, to fly her out, so you had her passport, you knew how old she was. Honestly, back in the day was kind of fucked up. I'm not gonna lie. Shit was crazy back then.
Oh my God. I literally recently heard a song by MC Lyte. And she's talking about young boys and how she's into 17-year-old boys and they can get it. And she's trying to mold them and teach them and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, this played on the, like, y'all like played this.
And there's also a double standard because you always see these cases of women teachers having full-blown relationships with younger minor boys. And it's the worst because literally, I saw a post on this on Instagram last week, and the whole comment section were guys saying, my teacher wasn't that hot. If my teacher was that hot, she could get it. Yeah. So it's like, it's so hard because then there's girls being like, oh, if it was a man, like this would be a whole, but it actually is a double standard when it comes to this shit because yeah, when it comes to like a hot teacher.
You know why? Because men are disgusting. It doesn't matter what age they are, they're disgusting. Because why would you as a man, that's your first thought. Like, you're not even like, oh my God, like somebody's taking advantage of that young man. No, your first thought is, if that were me, she could get it.
But
because you're disgusting.
But also, like, the onus is on the teacher. She's the
adult. 100%. She's
the adult. And there were many times, there was a very pretty teacher in my high school. Ooh. And I forgot what her name was.
Math teacher, the short one?
She was an English teacher. And guys were obsessed with her. And even I was like, wow, she's actually really pretty. I understand why you're obsessed with her. And it just, to me, if you're old, like 25 plus, which is usually like the youngest teacher age you're gonna be, 24, 3, actually even 23 shit.
Yeah, 23.
But like when you're 23 and an 18-year-old is hitting on you, as a woman, it's weird to think that you'd be into that. It must be stroking your ego. That's what it is. Or maybe you're insecure. I don't know what it is.
A lot of the times it's like, you know, like when you leave, some people like they have a glow up when they leave high school. Mm-hmm. So like they're like, oh, a high school boy's hitting on me. Like I never had high school boys hitting on me before.
And like, sure, like they have intimate relations in the sense that, oh, like, I see you every day, like we talk, we have rapport, whatever. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It's like when you're a doctor and you swear in, or like when you're a lawyer and you swear in that you have these responsibilities to take care of. Like, don't teachers have that shit? I'm so confused. And obviously they don't uphold that, but
I don't think they have to be sworn in.
Oh, they should, because these teachers, and then the worst thing is the guys are like, it's always like a parent that finds out. It's never the actual kid that goes to the cops. It's always the parents that are like, this is fucking inappropriate. I'm gonna charge her. I'm pressing charges.
It's just like there's even like from like years ago, the teacher who like slept with her student got pregnant. She went to jail, got out of jail. They got married and they like continued their life like nothing happened. And I was like, oh, okay, so we're just going to pretend like you're not a pedophile? That's cool.
But that's the thing, because like now you have kids, like, are you actually a pedophile or what?
You are.
Well, a pedophile is actually prepubescent, so technically they're not pedophiles. There's another name for it. But yeah, they're fucked up. She's a predator. She's a predator. There you go. That's what it is. What? And so is P. Diddy, and he's been getting a bunch of lawsuits, and no one believes his ass, and his reputation is going downhill, and 50 Cent has been...
Didn't he step down from Revolt?
He's been stepping down from everything.
As he should. I'm sick of Diddy anyways.
I'm really sick of him. I hope he gets a criminal charge and lands in jail, because I'm tired. Yeah,
we all know that's not going to happen, but
it's possible.
Reputation.
Listen, Trump got indictments, so
Trump's not going to jail.
He's not going to jail, but he hasn't even had charges pressed upon him. Like, I don't understand why he hasn't had a criminal charge, but probably because he just makes them disappear, or I don't know. So,
I mean, Harvey Weinstein's in jail, so.
And he's another one that's extremely powerful. So that means they had enough evidence to actually get him. And you know how lawyers are. Like, they're not going after you unless they have enough evidence. The Jane Doe that filed a lawsuit against him is being represented by the same people that represented Cassie. So I think they're doing literally the same thing that Cassie did. Like, they're going after all of his companies not just the person. So they're hitting his business.
The photos alone are so incriminating.
Yeah.
That it's like, it's kind of hard.
Like, they actually placed her at his location where she's saying it happened. So
yeah. Sitting on his lap.
You know what's crazy? He probably doesn't even remember this. He probably doesn't even remember this happened. Like, she's traumatized for life, and he doesn't even remember. Like, that's just because I think of my life too, and I'm only 31, and there's so many things that I do not remember. Yeah. So many interactions that I might have had with someone, and they remember it. Like, they will never forget. Think I'm a hater or some shit, and I'm like, oh wow, I completely forgot that even happened.
Same.
Sorry. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised because P. Diddy clearly has been doing this forever. So yeah, he's a piece of shit.
Stacey's been on the P. Diddy.
I can't stand him. I can't believe people are giving so much smoke to freaking like Jada Pinkett Smith.
Here we go.
But then when P. Diddy comes, so many people are silent about it. It's like,
because they don't want to lose their freaking homes. They're like, I need my paycheck. I can't be talking shit about Diddy.
Like, that's so sad.
What's Jada gonna do? Hurt Will again? Like, we don't care about that. But like,
she's
wilding out. But like, I mean, I did see that she said that the slap saved their marriage. So
that's true. So good for them. Oh, also another thing, if anyone's invested into cryptocurrency, so like I invested in late 2022. And that was like at the peak. So I bought at a high, literally the worst time ever. And I've been down $660 pretty much the whole entire time. Maybe last week, Bitcoin was going up exponentially. I was to the point where I was $3 off of breaking even again. And I was so excited. I was telling my boyfriend, I was paying attention to it. I'm like, we're both going to pull out once that shit hits my 660. And then I'm done. I could wipe my hands with freaking cryptocurrency. I'm never dealing with that shit ever again. The next day, I go and check. That shit was down like $40. I'm like, okay, you know what? I guess that I'm never getting my money back. Cannot wait to get my $660 back. I hope it goes. Let me check it right now, actually.
I'm fucking dying.
It's gone up again, but not up to what it was the other day.
Not enough. Okay.
Yeah, I'm down like $50 now. Okay, next topic.
Oh, Cardi B and Offset. Cardi B is single.
But is she?
But she said she was.
Yeah, but remember that day when she was hating on him, and then the next thing you know, it was a whole lie, or maybe it wasn't.
He was hating on her, saying that she cheated on him, and then she was like, "Who am I supposed to cheat with?"
And then all of a sudden she's in a music video and everything is good. And then now she's saying like, I've been single for a while. So you know what it probably was? That probably did happen. And they were just like, okay, whatever. Let's just use this as promo. And then, but I'm actually done with you.
You know what's wild to me? Blueface posting saying that Krishan slept with Offset, and then Offset being like, I've literally never met this girl in my life.
But it was also, they both went to the same party the night that he said that it happened. Obviously,
really?
So I mean, it's possible. Blueface has been wilding. Well, they're always.
I feel like Offset has a type though. Like even the girl that he cheated on Cardi with, she looks like Cardi. Like body wise, she looks like Cardi.
But Krishan is kind of a Cardi B. Like she's crazy. She'll fight
but I'm
bitches.
talking about like she's not like big booty, big boobs. Like she's not
not doing all that. But Cardi B, when they met each other, I don't think
Cardi
she had done all that.
Yes, she had.
Actually, she was a stripper. Like that. You're right.
The only thing that she didn't have was her teeth.
But I feel like she did not. No. Cardi B did not look like the way she does now. Yeah. Now she's done like 500 BBLs. Every time she has a baby, she's like
BBL.
Exactly. Like at this point, she has a bear for sure.
At this point, she has a punch card. Your 10th BBL is free. Like at this point, it's basically boba,
which is crazy. Like, bro, you know that it's one of the most intensive
it's like
surgeries.
It's like the highest risk surgery ever, and like you could literally die on the table, and motherfuckers is like, cut me open, baby.
Well, you know what? There was a period where I liked Cardi B and Offset. I still kind of like them
I like them together.
They look like a good time. But like, honestly, I could see her with someone else. I think she needs a healthier relationship.
I also think that.
They've been through but it's sad because they've been through so much. He lost his nephew. Takeoff is his nephew? Or cousin?
Wait. Takeoff is Quavo's nephew, and then his cousin. I
Okay,
think, or
well,
something like
whatever
that.
family relation takeoff is to Offset, like they had 2 kids together. They've released a bunch of album. Well,
Bunch of
Offset, not
music.
him. Bunch of music, and he lost a whole family member. So it's kind of sad to see that they're not together anymore. But at the same time, I'm curious to see who they would be with next.
You know what? You know who else is ruffling feathers right now?
Who?
Pardi.
I
love Pardi
I didn't listen.
so much.
He was on See the Thing Is, and I didn't watch it.
I love Pardi. I haven't watched the whole thing yet, but like I really like him.
I think he's kind of lost.
I love Pardi.
I liked him too, but
I always liked him. I like him. I like him in present time. Like I actually like him.
Well, apparently he cheated on Meg the Stallion, which is what she said in the Cobra single.
Yeah, he also said she's a liar in his
and then
thing.
he
like,
said
he
said that she's a liar and that she denied sleeping with Tory Lanez and the baby, and that was not true, and he was sticking up for her. And I guess once he found out all the lies, he was just like, why am I with this ratchet hoe? And then he cheated on her. He cheated on her.
I mean,
because in the song he never said that he didn't cheat on her. He said that it didn't. That did not happen. I did not receive a blowjob on the bed that you sleep on or something. But like, okay, so you're saying it's the logistics, you know?
Yeah, I mean, men love the logistics. Yo, guys, bro, men love the logistics.
Don't put words in my mouth.
So,
I did not do that.
He's like, you slept with her and you took her out to dinner. First of all, nobody took her out to dinner. Oh, okay.
Will not saying no.
Like, it's not about they're always gonna be like,
they're always gonna pick and point the error in what you said.
We're like, oh, so you're just gonna go off and blah blah. Oh, you think I'm just taking everyone out to dinner? No, but you slept with her. But that's not the point. You said I took her out to dinner. Like, bro, that's not what we're talking about here.
Yeah, I need to watch that interview because I feel like I'm missing a lot of information. But Pardi, I don't know. He just left like a weird taste in my mouth just because the reply was not a good song. It was trash.
Liked it.
It was trash.
I liked it. You know what? I actually like. I don't know if and it was before the whole even before the whole Tory Lanez thing happened. Like I was already kind of like not off Megan. Like I like Megan. Like I like her. I just like her music. I was just like I'm kind of over it and stuff like that.
It's repetitive.
So I've just kind of been like not really, but I did like the Cobra. Is that what it's called? Cobra. Yeah. I did like that song, but I haven't really been like on her on her music and stuff like that. Just because like. Bro, if I heard one, I heard the same. Like it's the
That's
same.
why I know my sister's not really a fan, but that's why I'm a fan of Nicki Minaj, who came out with Pink Friday too.
I never said I've always liked Nicki Minaj's music. I just don't like her as she's not a nice person, and I don't like that.
But I kind of like it because it's like you're the boss.
Everybody needs a villain.
You're a diva. Like you're the top.
She's always gonna be the villain.
Yeah.
Like, and I feel like she plays the role very well. She should
definitely learn how to be more like Beyonce and just keep her mouth shut and like keep it pushing.
That's the thing. That's what bothers.
She was never like that.
She wasn't. That's the only thing I don't like about her. Like, I don't like you have so much success. Like, why are you even entertaining these little fucking baby ass rappers?
These
like, just let them.
Are her sons.
Literally, why are you fighting with your children? Like. You know how mom used to say, "Deux grands moun pas carrété dans caille." Like, why you?
But that's
why you arguing with your son?
Because she's childish as well,
and
she's hella petty, and that's why she married Mr. Petty himself.
Petty man himself.
Petty. She's literally Mrs. Petty. That's so funny.
Mr. is on. Mr. I'm on timeout for threatening men on the internet.
Wasn't it Offset?
Yes, yeah. Mr. I'm literally on house arrest and can't travel with my wife because I can't keep my mouth shut.
And I can't drop my kids off
and
at his school because
I can't even pick him up across the street because I have to be 1,000 meters away from his school because I'm a sex offender. Like, come on. Like, these are the types of people who should shut their mouth.
Yeah.
Like, don't throw stones when you live in a glass house.
Or
right?
when you're on probation. Why would
literally
people just never learn?
They literally
refer to last episode.
Just like Kodak Black fucking going to jail again.
Yeah, like people do not change.
They really don't.
They don't.
Kodak Black be out here.
I don't know why we have such high expectations for.
I fucking love Kodak Black.
They literally do the same shit over and over again. Ruby Rose,
she's
she met up with her top OnlyFans fan,
That guy's gonna kill her.
So I just want to put that tatted her picture on him. He's been spamming her text messages, being like, "Where are you? I love you. I'll do anything for you. I spent 80,000, 60,000 on her." I'm like, bro, call the cops. And then she posts it like, "Ooh, my fan." Like, bro, this is actually alarming. Like, this guy is sick in the head. And
he's
like
gonna literally kill her and wear her skin.
He said, "Oh, like I want to go back to Miami so I can bump into, like, it's not a bump into Ruby Rose. You've been stalking her. You don't live in Miami. Why are you here?"
You literally go. Like, no, that's some
she
stalker
needs
shit.
Some high security because I'm actually scared for her.
He's gonna wear her skin as a coat.
And like, if he finds out she's dating anyone, like,
that's scary.
It is scary. He's a stalker, and it's playing all online. Honestly, this is why I can't stand social media, because like, it's like,
speaking of,
it's like
crazy.
It's like social media is real, but it's fake. But like, these things are actually happening, and people are just watching it like a movie. But like, it's actually happening.
Everybody knows. Everyone knows I'm like very private on the internet. Look at the message I received. I have no idea who this person is.
Ew, is this a Haitian man?
Could not. I mean, obviously, look at the name.
This guy's like, in French, he's just like, "Hey, hi, you're Kim. You live in Ontario, Ottawa, or Gatineau, and you're from Montreal. Who's from Montreal, and you go there from time to time?"
Yeah. My guy.
Well, I mean, we also have a podcast too.
Okay, but I haven't been going back and forth to Montreal like that in a long time. Like, who the fuck is that?
Can I expose his name?
Go ahead. I already, so he was following me and I didn't even notice. I removed the follower because I was like, motherfucker, no. I've already had one stalker in my life.
I'm gonna post this thing right here.
Yeah, she'll post it. It's right here. If you know this man, get him to fuck off.
This is your father. Tell him to come back home.
Yeah, come get your daddy. Somebody's dad.
Some old Haitian man.
Sir, please leave me alone.
Not my last name. No, Edric's last name.
Sorry. I was like, man, that's our not your last name.
Sorry,
like,
shit.
Stop.
Like, the Haitian last names, it's all our family members' last names. So, like, technically, I have like 4 different last names because like the siblings got the dad's last names. So
all I know is, if you know that man, please. I haven't responded. I have no intentions on responding. But please, somebody.
This is what I hate. The good thing and the bad thing of social media is the accessibility to your phone. This guy is literally in your phone, like literally straight up. He got direct contact to you.
I mean, he's sitting in my request box, but still.
And he's probably watching this right now.
Go fuck yourself.
Doesn't even speak English.
Allez, l'emmerde.
I can't.
Is that better? Like, I don't understand. Like,
what else do I
don't know, man. All I know is the internet is a scary place.
It really is a scary place.
I like it I like it for the memes. That's about it. And the pod. I like the pod. It's fun.
I like the pod, but obviously there's pros and cons.
Yeah, like, it's scary.
Of having your life out here.
And our life is not even out.
I feel like we're kind of private, but still give you enough information. But
just the fun stuff.
But people, if they did their research, they can definitely find us. So,
I mean, not me.
Well, they know our name and they know where we live. So, like, I feel like that's more than enough information. Do you see that guy on Instagram? It was like a video of someone on an airplane, and this guy literally found the exact location of where they were when they took the video on the airplane in the air.
No.
Yes.
Yo, listen, I don't know. Some of y'all, I don't know who needs to hear this, but go outside and touch some grass, because you cannot be out here on the internet like that.
You need to be in tune with reality.
Like, it's not normal. Like, if somebody's not responding to your messages and you're talking to yourself in their inbox, please recognize that you have a problem.
I've had a problem before.
Who are you talking to?
It was a text message. It was text messages. It was back in the day. I was wilding out. Sometimes you just lose your mind.
Yeah. I mean, that's fair. But like,
sometimes you just tap into
I'm happy
your
you
emotional
reeled it
side.
in.
Oh yeah, I reeled it in. I was aware enough to quickly realize I was being insane. But some people don't have that. They don't have that.
It's like in The Big Bang Theory when Penny starts playing World of Warcraft and then she gets all into it and then she's like about to go on a date with a guy on the game and she's like, oh my God, I need help. Like, that's literally what people need. They need help.
I've been watching my boyfriend play Fortnite lately. First of all, great game. I did not think that I would be so into it. And also, I never thought I was going to be my mom just watching people play and think that it's as thrilling as actually playing the game. But, and I could see how there's probably huge communities on there. Kind of reminds me back of the, like, chat days and like Habbo Hotel days but it's like even better because you're playing with them and you have your little headset to communicate with them. So yeah, there's a lot of people online. Like he'll go to different sections of the game and it's like 500K people, 1 million people. People love that game.
Really, eh? I've never played it a day in my life.
He plays it with his nephews and now he plays it without his nephews now.
I'm dying. Yeah, one of my best friend is like super into it.
It's so funny because the game setting he does is like you land on this territory and there's 10 people and then the last person standing wins.
Okay.
So you're just taking people out, but at some point when you're shooting
this makes me think of Smash Bros.
When you're shooting someone and they're like about to die, they start crawling. Like all you can do is crawl and then someone will just come up to you and just shoot you. And I'm like, yesterday when I was watching him play, I'm like, this game is actually very bad. Like this is not good. But then again, I don't want to sound like those parents when we were freaking playing like Mario Kart and shit. They're like, this is bad for our development.
More like Mortal Kombat.
This is great for hand-eye coordination. What are you talking about?
More like Mortal Kombat.
The fatalities?
Yeah.
I love
finish him.
And they're even more gruesome now and like way better picture than before.
I can't wait for GT6 to come out. I like GTA.
Isn't it coming out like in 2025?
Yeah, but I like GTA. It's a good game.
People were hating because now there's girls characters.
Oh my God. People will do anything they hate. Like women can't have nothing. Like
women can't steal cars.
We can't steal cars. I can't sell drugs. What if I want to slang?
No, our place were the prostitutes on the street. That's
it. Eh? All we're good for is to get fucking jacked on the road and killed. Like run over, steal my money. Like the hell. Like why can't I be big time? Maybe I want to be Griselda Blanco. You ever think about that?
Well, shit. I don't think I'm gonna be playing. I literally don't play any games anymore. It's so
I don't play video games anymore as much. Oh, I mean, I'll play it here and there. Like
I bought myself a book of Sudoku.
Oh, Sudoku. Yeah. You used to love that shit.
I love playing Sudoku. It actually reminds me of when I was in high school. I would play with this. Actually, when I think back at it, it kind of sounds creepy, but it wasn't. It was a bonding time with me and my science teacher. I would literally sometimes call the police. I would sometimes stay at lunchtime and play Sudoku with him. He would rip off a page for me and we would play side by side. And it was actually cute. Like, he was never creepy, nothing.
Call the police. Call the police.
It was either Sudoku or in our grade, cards got banned because we were psychopaths. Yeah, when we played President or Ass, whatever you call it, or Spit or Crazy, like we were monsters. They forbid it because we were crazy. Like fights would start.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because I do not play around, and I would force people to stay after school with me because I had to wait for a certain time to pick up my brother that was at the daycare attached to our school, and I would force people to stay with me to play cards after school.
She would. She 100% would.
And they loved it.
They didn't. They missed their buses. Well,
it was really like Shane and Ritz, and they are in walking distance from school. So
fair.
Yeah,
that's hilarious. Not you freaking holding them hostage after school to play crazy. You're playing Crazy Eights. Like Jesus Christ, it's Crazy Eights, you psycho.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, clearly.
And then sometimes if we want to go crazy, we go Crazy 8 Countdown.
Oh God. Between Crazy Eights and Catan.
Oh, I love
like
Catan.
Her and her boyfriend and the freaking games, like they're about that life.
The day that I broke my phone, I couldn't access anything. Like I couldn't tap on my phone. It wouldn't even detect my Face ID. And then that whole day I didn't play Catan. It was really sad. I had to actually do work in the office.
I feel like I called you that day and
I had to say, "Hey Siri, pick up the phone."
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the only way things worked.
Cause like she was like, I didn't even know it was you calling, and I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, it was really sad.
Only to find out she smashed the crap out of her phone.
Yeah.
But now you finally have a new phone, so
exactly.
You haven't had a new phone in like a million years.
It's been a while, and now I have a better phone than everyone else I know. So.
Oh my God, you came for your boyfriend's neck.
I did. I think he's getting a new one though too. So.
Stop. Yeah. He just got that one.
Yeah, but he's gonna get a new one. So.
Oh my God.
Turn out. Anyways,
it is what it is. Yeah.
That's all for today. Do not forget to listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and to follow us on TikTok and Instagram at Spicy Tales Podcast, and to subscribe to us on our YouTube at Spicy Tales Podcast.
Bye.
Bye.